Welcome back. Smooth in Crypto. I'm your host, Maxwell Smooth. It is day 50 in TitanX. We are on our way to doing great. And shout out everybody that has been in from the beginning till now. Day 50 is a milestone. We have a rolling payout here soon at day 56. A lot of stuff is increments of 8 and 28 and stuff like that. So, congratulations on getting to day 50 if you're here from the beginning. It has not came with, you know, not a lot of FUD, right? Everybody's fudding. It's okay. Like Jake said, everything is TitanX is living rent free in so many people's minds, right? I have gotten so much flack over covering this project, but that's completely fine, man. I love this project. It has so much great potential, in my opinion, and we are on our way doing exactly what I expect us to do, right? From the beginning, right? I knew it was going to be a rocky ride. And the fact that we're staying solid and we're not even at our all-time lows, which is super impressive to me, right? We're sitting at 506. I think that's very, very healthy. Looking very, very good. Um, let's pop right into it. So to start off, estimated TitanX at the end of a miner 1.419 billion after 280 days max power. ETH to start 0.208 ETH, roughly $462. Every day this number goes down, every day this number goes up. Very, very impressive, very, very important, right? Market value at the end of the miner $8,600 roughly, 1756%. Beautiful. Like I said, 506037 for the price. Global T ranks is up to 143,000. So this grew right past couple days. This has been pretty solid. It hasn't been growing astronomically, right? But we're passing 140,000, which is awesome. And we're at 6.7 million TitanX per day, right? It started at 8.8 million. It is a sharp decline. In the following year, this is going to be drastically lower. And the early adoption amplifiers at plus 8.6, right? Started at 10 and we're continuously going lower. This is going to be soon gone and people are going to be wish they got in by the time this goes to zero, right? Most of the time this really does help. People overlook what this actually does and it really really boosts your TitanX at the miner, right? Let's go to payouts. We have already almost 250,000 in the 8 day and we're sitting at 2.9 million roughly, 2.83. And I said in the video yesterday, the 8 day payout and the 28-day payout are going to be paid on the exact same day, which is going to be our first double payout. This is very, very bullish. And this is not only the first time it's going to happen, right? This is going to happen multiple times in the future. So having stakes, especially long, is very important, right? We go to staking, rolling payouts, right? Whenever this. Um, but the share rate, right? When you stake your TitanX, you get shares in return. The number of shares you get depends on the current share rate at the time of your stake, plus the bonuses below. Longer pays more. Bonus. The longer you stake for, the more shares you get, up to plus 350%, right? At 2888. After 2888 days stake length, the bonus stays capped at 350%, but you can stake up to 3,500 days to earn as much yield as possible for as long as possible, as shares only get more expensive and much harder to get over time. This is why it is important to have 3,500 day stakes, right? Especially to take advantage of the long term capability of these stakes and having these multiple rolling day payouts, right? Not only are you saving yourself from selling TitanX, but you're also getting yield from ETH in return. And that is super bullish, not to overinflate. Obviously, we're in hyperinflation right now, but we do not want to overinflate TitanX. Let it do its thing and let the daily update continue to eat away at the daily emissions, right? Bigger pays more bonus. The more TitanX you stake in a single stake, you get up to 8% extra bonus on your shares capped at 100 billion TitanX. The number of shares you have compared to everybody else determines your percent of the ETH payouts. For an example, if you have 1% of the shares, you get 1% of all the payouts triggered during the staking period, right? People that are not only gaming the system and putting short-term stakes in to be able to get these 8-day payouts, I mean these rolling payouts, right? We are continuously, if you're using the miners and you're putting it into the stakes, you're continuously growing your percentage of the shares. And shares are very important, especially in the future, right? People, when they don't have shares in and they don't have stakes, right? They're getting their miners and they're getting out, and that's fine. We'll let them do it, right? Long term, these are going to be super, super important. A lot of cryptos that have some sort of staking like this, especially like Hex, for an example, those payouts and those T shares that Hex has versus these T ranks, right? They're almost comparable. And people that are getting in late compared to the beginning are getting way worse rate of returns compared to where we are now. And long term, these things are going to be so much more bullish than they are now. Right now they are what they are, right? Day 50, right? We're very early on and the share rates are awesome, right? You want these percentages, but you want to keep mining and keep staking, right? Keep rolling more stakes into mining. So, I mean, more mines into stakes and more stakes into mine, right? So, with the mining, you get them, you get a mine. You could possibly sell some, right? Or you can put it all in stakes, right? And those stakes are going to give you more ETH over the long period of time, which then you could take the ETH into more mining or just take the profit away, right? So overall, it has way less sell pressure on TitanX if we're getting paid out in ETH compared to if we were getting paid out in TitanX. And that's super, super important for the long term health of this project, right? We're in hyperinflation right now, but we don't want to over hyperinflate. And I think what Jake has done, especially with the emissions that we have now in the mining, it has been doing a great job into not over inflating. And every day, people don't realize is that it's getting harder and harder to mine these Titan X, right? So we're at day 50, right? A 7-day payout in the beginning was profitable, right? Now, right? We can just go over to it. Let's go to the calculator. So say you have 100 power and you want to do a 7-day payout. You are losing money, especially at this price. Very important. At this price, you are losing money, right? You're losing roughly 33.48%, right? So let's say a 14-day payout. You're only making 32%. In the beginning, right? You were making 100, 200% on a rolling 8-day payout. But the thing to remember is, like, say you do a 7-day payout, and this is $307 after the length ends, right? If this goes up to 4012, right, which it has been, not only does your value of your Titan X goes, but now your Titan X is profitable in the long term. So people that are gaming the system are, taking advantage of this. If they're doing, let's say, a 30-day, right, you're almost getting 200%, 177.81% return on your full length, your max miner. And $1,200 from 462 is very impressive in my opinion, and I'm really, really liking that number. I mean, this is at current prices. People are saying we're down a crazy amount, right? And maybe from all-time highs, we are down, right? But we are still at a 3x from the bottom, 300% over the bottom. So I think 177% return after a 30-day miner is still very bullish, especially at this price. The price could go up, the price could go down, but at the end of the day, the amount of Titan X you're getting is the exact same. And one person in my comments, right, is saying it's disingenuous to say that this is not in Titan. This is not dollar amounts. It's paid in Titan X, right? And of course it's paid in Titan X. That's why I say in the beginning, every single time, estimated Titan X at the end of a miner is 1.419 billion, right? People realize that. So I think it's pretty obvious at this point. I've said it many, many times. This is so dependent on the price of Titan X. It's not dependent on, you're not getting paid a USD, you're not getting paid an ETH, right? This is from Titan X. You put ETH in there and you get Titan X in return. I think it's very, very simple, and people just got to have something to say. It's so funny to me, right? So buy and burn V2 is sitting at 13.7 million, roughly 6,174 ETH, very healthy. And like I said last time, we moved it up, right? 2.8 ETH every callable every 8 minutes. And this has been called, right? It's been doing its thing. It's been pumping, it's been buying and burning. V2 is still sitting at 9.898 million, which is roughly 4,458 Ethereum. Super bullish. This has not moved yet. Today is not bought and burned yet. And so it is what it is, right? This thing is our backup plan, almost how I pick it. V2 is just continuously helping the price. And like I said in the title, right? We have a growing price floor. I went through it before. Where's the daily update? I went through it before, right? This price floor, everybody needs to read this. I said it last time, right? But the math on the price floor will continuously go up and go up and go up. So people can game the system as much as they want to try, right? But overall, we are continuously growing our price floor from the bottom every single day. Every day it gets harder and harder to get TitanX, and it's getting harder to sell TitanX, right? So people, if they don't realize, we have a possible potential price floor move of 192.5 thousand X, which is absolutely insane to me. That's what the math has the capability of doing, right? Whether it does it or not is hearsay, but the maths, and I just really tell people always to read the white paper. It has a lot of great value. It has most of the answers you have, right? And the daily update is the most important thing in this protocol. And we're continuously growing, right? And the buy and burn is continuously doing its thing, and it's eating away at a lot of the supply and a lot of the inflation, right? So we're sitting at 8.42% liquid. Like I said, anything under 10%, super bullish to my opinion, in my opinion. And like 57.27% bought and burned forever, right? 2.4 trillion tokens have already been bought and burned. This is awesome. I'm loving it. V2 has absolutely been killing it. And people saying that it's not is not really paying attention. It already bought and burned $14.5 million worth of TitanX. We are a very low cap coin, right? I think we're at like $5 million market cap. So the fact that we're burning $14.5 million worth is so impressive, right? We're sitting at 353 billion tokens on the open market, roughly $2.1 million. So very healthy. Like I said, every day, if this is under 10%, I'm super happy with it. The price can only move as much as it can. The buy and burn is slowly going to eat away at whatever it spits out. Staked amount is 1.4 trillion. Penalties is sitting exactly the same. People are not missing their miners. And user burn, wait till hyper comes out. And I think when hyper comes out and people realize what it can do, right? I think multiple builders are going to be putting this in as a way to put more game theory in. And I'm working on some things, and possibly in the next few months I'm going to have it ready, but overall this is very bullish. I cannot wait until we really see hyper and what it does. And I almost assume in the future, right? My date's February 28th, in my opinion, is when Hyper will release, but that's just because of the numerical numbers and everything. That's total speculation. Don't read it into financial advice. This is just me guessing, right? But February 28th is a very bullish number in my opinion, and we could see a lot more user burns. So when Hyper comes out, you'll be able to burn your liquid TitanX or your TitanX stakes, and it's going to be a crazy amount of buy and burns in the future, right? And LPs burned roughly 16.9 billion, right? $100,000. These are just in the background, right? This is a buy and burn separately on Uniswap V3, right? And this is a buy and burn from V1 and V2 buy and burns on the platform. And I'm super pumped, man. These numbers still look great. We're staying solid. The buy and burn is continuously eating up the supply, right? And if we're in the long term, and if most people say we're in 2025 peak bull run, right? Imagine how much this is going to eat. By 2025, we're going to have such a low amount of coins coming out every day. The people that held now and continuously grow their bags are going to be very, very much rewarded. And it's not going to come without turbulence, right? Every plane flight you get on has a little turbulence. It's rough getting off the ground. It's rough getting back on the ground, right? So in the beginning, taking off, it's going to be rough, and during the flight, it's going to be bumpy. And during this run that we're going to do is going to be super bumpy. Price is going to be very volatile. It's going to go up, down, sideways. It will blow your mind what crypto can do. And the moment you think you have it figured out, you don't. It's going to be forever changing, and it never will be the same day to day. So, you know, TitanX is a beast. We're continuously growing. I'm loving the community, everybody that showed me love. I appreciate everybody. Let me know what you guys think. I put some t-shirt designs on Twitter. So if you guys like them, let me know. I'm going to make them probably come New Year. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate everybody. Peace.